I've come across a lot of YouTube videos out there, and I've actually read a lot of books with so much focus on budgeting. And yes, I agree that budgeting is a great way to track your spending, and having no budget could mean that you are overestimating the power of your income. But there is a fundamental human problem that not a lot of people emphasize, and in this video I want to share my own journey from being an excessive spender to saving nearly 50% of my income monthly for a long time, and everything I have learned along the way. It all started innocently. I had one credit card for emergencies, then came another one for rewards. Before I knew it, I had 5. It seemed like the system was designed to tempt me, and I fell for it. I grew up in a small community in Nigeria where life was simple. Our relationship with money was even simpler. At the time, for us, specifically in my family, the idea of borrowing wasn't a habit, but whenever it happened, it was only as a very last resort for needs, not wants, and was always repaid quickly. In fact, credit cards were unheard of. Until date, not a lot of people use credit cards where I come from. Growing up, cash was king, and if you couldn't afford something, you either waited until you could afford it or you lived without it. That was how simple life was. My parents didn't make much, but they always managed to save for the unexpected. It was a world without financial anxiety. But then I moved to England and everything changed. Suddenly, I was bombarded with the idea of growing a credit score, or things like 0% APR, even student loans. I had never attempted to use a buy now, pay later in my life ever until about 4 years ago. It all felt like stepping into a financial circus where the main act was debt. But then the turning point came when I realized that I wasn't in control anymore. I was living paycheck to paycheck, spending money I didn't have on things I did not need. So the idea of financial freedom led me to consume a lot of books. I consumed countless videos and books on personal finance, all preaching the same mantra: budget your way to success. But for me, budgeting was only part of the solution. The real battle was in my mind. We live in an age of comparison where Instagram pressures us to live beyond our means. Birthday celebrations must be extravagant, and every success must be flaunted, all to impress strangers online. So I had to confront my own mindset. Why did I feel the need to spend? Why couldn't I manage money like my parents did back home? I began setting up systems to protect myself from myself. For example, I removed credit cards from my Apple Pay, and I used only my debit card for daily expenses and treated credit like cash. I decided I would not spend anything that I had not already budgeted for. I just decided to stop caring about the points and all those benefits that these credit card companies advertise to us every day. The other thing I started doing is I stopped treating every pay raise as an excuse to upgrade my lifestyle. Instead, I started saving nearly 50% of my income at some point, investing in my future and that of my family. Here's what I've learned. Mindset is everything, and without changing how you think about money, no budgeting method or finance book will help you. Start treating credit as if it doesn't exist. Save first, spend later, and always ask yourself, do I really need this thing I'm about to buy? Recently, I started selling on eBay. I'm trying to resell the things that I bought on impulse. It has actually been kind of a painful process because I know definitely some of the items I will have to lose money on them. But there's no point keeping those things around when I don't really need them anymore. Actually, when I bought them, I didn't really need them anyway. I thought I needed them, but I did not. Sometimes I think back to my childhood, to a time when we just lived simply, saved diligently, and we enjoyed life without debt. And I kind of realized something. Maybe the old ways weren't so bad after all. I truly believe that a change of mindset about how we think about money and the things we spend on is the first step before any form of effective budgeting can be followed through. If this video resonates with you, please take a moment to reflect on your own relationship with money and share your thoughts in the comment section. Remember, financial freedom isn't how much you earn, it's about how much you keep. Here's another video you might like to watch where I break down some of the personal and financial mistakes I have made as a new immigrant in the UK. Alright, I'll see you again on the next one. Bye.